Got a good cup of instant coffee here. The GoPro has been charged by this micro boost, and I still have 75% of the micro boost left, and we are charging my cell phone with it now. And after the cell phone gets charged, then we'll plug in my friend's camera that he loaned me. It's an Akaso V50, that's what you're watching now. And it had about the same battery life as my GoPro Hero 7 Silver. But the neat thing is, his camera has the removable batteries, and it came with an extra battery. So swap in a fresh battery and keep filming. So shout out to Dueling Moto for letting me borrow his camera for this little trip. Hey, Solo Scout here. Today we're taking the CRF300L to the St. Joe State Park. We're going to be camping 2 nights and spending 1 whole day on the off-road vehicle trails. We've got the bike loaded down with saddlebags and a rear bag. I had my cell phone pointed towards me and a line connected to my microphone. Unfortunately, that microphone was tucked down inside my head wrap, and all my commentary while riding is muffled, so we're doing voiceover instead. Not much to talk about except the factory rear suspension. Before setting out loaded down with luggage, I cranked the preload all the way down. Before adjusting the preload, I had almost run out of travel with all the extra weight. Even with the weight of the luggage and the preload increased, the bike rode really well on the gravel. I was also surprised to see that fuel economy was still pretty high.
It's a good helmet, and I just really enjoy it. I didn't have to spend much money.
Overall, I'm really happy with how well the little bike did. Cornering and pulling the hills, the 300 didn't complain at all. I'll definitely try to pack lighter next time, but at least now I know the bike can handle it. fresh bratwurst, hopefully cooked over a fire, and gonna eat those on Greek pita bread. So not pocket bread, but flat bread. And we've got no French fries, but we'll have some potato sticks tonight. Go with it. And an extra special dessert. We're going to have do-it-yourself strawberry dairy shake powder. That's right, strawberry dairy shake powder. Not from an MRE, but homemade. And a big old rig coming through here, not sure what it is, if it's part of the parks or just a camper person. There you go. Now, as promised, strawberry dairy shake powder, do it yourself. So what we got here in this little baggie is 2 tablespoons of powdered milk, just regular old powdered milk, 2 tablespoons of strawberry Nesquik. You could use regular flavor, chocolate flavored Nesquik, but I like the strawberry. And 2 tablespoons of Thicket. Thicket is a brand of thickener, and it is tasteless. In here we've got 1 cup of regular old water. Now, the only thing to remember is with the Thicket thickener, when you're using dairy products, fresh milk or powdered milk, you're supposed to stir everything up and then let it sit 5 or 10 minutes. 5 minutes has been enough in all the times I've tried it, but it does state that on the label that you are supposed to let it stand for 5 to 10 minutes if you're using a dairy product. With just dry ingredients and drinking water that you brought or bought, you can have a strawberry dairy shake. It's not really a milkshake because you're not adding any ice cream, and it's not really super cold, just however cold your water was, obviously. But it does give that thickness that the MRE product had. And the reason why I'm not using MRE like I did in the first camping video on the Honda 300 is that that was the only one I had, and when I went to look for some more, they were outrageously expensive, and other search links brought back a recall on that product. So I decided to experiment and make my own, and this is exactly like what I got in the MRE. I came in and set up camp, and then, oh yeah, I need gas. But that was the first ride at speed with the factory rear shock preload tightened all the way down, or set all the way down, or loaded all the way down, whichever is the correct terminology, but spun all the way down. And there's a big difference. There's a big difference, but that doesn't fix everything. It's just a big difference. It's not quite as cushy going down the pavement like it was, but it was a huge difference taking that weight of all my camping gear off the back, and it felt like the old bike again. So that was good, that screwing that preload down all the way didn't change the ride so much that it was uncomfortable, because it was just fine. So but it'll be interesting to see how it works out tomorrow on the trails. I'm telling you, you gotta make this up. This is some good stuff. Just add water, strawberry milkshake. Tell you what, after this, you're on your own. All right, it's dark outside, so we're gonna call it a night. We've got the 0-degree sleeping bag, and feet are already toasty warm. They'll probably get too warm until the early hours. It's supposed to get down to 40 tonight, and that's pretty cool for me. So it'll be a good test of the sleeping bag. So this is Solo Scout. We're out. This is Solo Scout. I'm Oscar Mike.